Desert. Sahara. 1,400 hours. The sun burns at 52 degrees Celsius. Sand stretches to infinity, untouched, unmarked, alive. Something moves beneath. A depression forms in the dunes. A perfect circle, 60 meters wide. Sand spirals inward, clockwise, a massive drain in the earth. The funnel deepens, 10 meters, 20, 30. At the bottom, hidden in shadows, two mandibles rise. Each measures 2 meters long. Curved, serrated, black as volcanic glass. Antlion prime awakens. Above, a shadow crosses the sun. A hornet descends. Wingspan, 8 meters. Body length, 6 meters. Stinger, half a meter, dripping venom that sizzles on sand. Hornet Alpha scans the terrain, compound eyes processing thermal signatures below. It circles once, twice, the sand vortex drawing its attention. They lock onto each other. The question burns, can the Hornet win? The Antlion faces absolute constraints. It cannot move beyond its pit. Its legs are built for digging, not walking. It cannot chase an aerial target. Its only weapon, the mandibles, effective only within 3 meters. Once a victim enters the funnel, escape is mathematically impossible. Loose sand prevents any purchase, any grip, any climb. The Hornet faces its own logic. It cannot burrow. It cannot fight in confined spaces. Its wings are useless underground. Its stinger requires free swing. But it has speed. It has altitude. It has the element of surprise. The Antlion establishes 3 tactical objectives. First, remain invisible until the target enters the kill zone. Second, use sand displacement to blind the aerial attacker. Third, wait. Patience. The Antlion has waited for millions of years. The Hornet has one objective: neutralize the threat from above. Confirm kill. Leave. The Hornet attacks first. A dive. 200 meters to pit rim in 3 seconds. Wings generate a sonic boom that shakes loose sand from the funnel walls. The Antlion feels the vibration, that familiar pattern. Prey entering the kill zone. But the Hornet does not enter. It hovers at the rim, stinger extended, venom dripping. It studies the mandibles. It understands. This is a trap. The pit is not a hole, it is a mouth. The Hornet changes tactic. It begins strafing runs. Each pass, a spray of venom, sizzling into the sand, creating pockets of acid. The Antlion retreats deeper, using forelegs to shovel sand upward, creating a curtain of glee. Visibility drops to 0. The Hornet cannot target. It cannot confirm the kill. The Antlion cannot see, but it feels the vibrations. Each wing beat, each pass, it maps the Hornet's patterns. It predicts the next approach angle. It prepares. A pattern emerges. The Hornet always attacks from the east, maintaining a predictable arc. Always the same altitude, the same speed. The Antlion has seen enough. The Hornet dives for the kill shot. Stinger extended, aimed at the pit bottom. The Antlion erupts. Sand explodes upward, a geyser of heat 60 meters high. The Antlion's mandibles snap upward, faster than any biological reaction. The Hornet tries to pull up, but momentum carries it forward. Contact. The mandibles clamp onto the Hornet's left wing. Chitin shatters. Venom sprays in all directions. The Hornet thrashes, stinger jabbing wildly. 3 strikes, 4, 5, but the Antlion's exoskeleton is too thick. The venom penetrates only surface layer. The Antlion shakes, releases. The Hornet spirals away, damaged wing dragging, altitude dropping. The Hornet retreats to 50 meters. It circles, assessing. One wing compromised. Venom reserves, 30%. It cannot sustain another direct attack. But it has another option. The Hornet climbs. 200 meters. 300. It disappears into the sun. The Antlion waits. Mandibles raised. Sand settles back into the funnel. Minutes pass. Nothing. The Antlion begins to believe it has won. Dawn breaks. The Hornet returns. Not diving. Not strafing. Hovering. And in its legs, something new. Stones. Pebbles. Dozens of them, gripped tightly. The Hornet drops its payload. The first stone strikes the Antlion's head with the force of a rifle round. The second hits the mandible. The third, fourth, fifth, a barrage, precise, calculated. The Antlion tries to shovel sand upward, but the Hornet adjusts. It drops stones faster than the sand can fall. The Antlion's exoskeleton cracks. Hemolymph seeps into the sand. It tries to retreat deeper, but the Hornet targets the funnel walls. Stones impact, destabilizing the structure. The pit begins to collapse. The Antlion is buried alive. The Hornet descends, hovering over the rubble. One final stinger strike, driving through sand, through chitin, into the brain. Silence. The Hornet lands on the rim. It surveys its work. The trap is gone. The predator is dead. Victory. But the Hornet does not leave. It cannot. Its wing is too damaged for sustained flight. It made the calculation, destroy the threat before attempting escape. Now it must rest. It must recover. It folds its wings. It settles onto the sand. Unknown to the Hornet, the desert is not empty. Beneath it, another funnel begins to form. Then another. Then 10 more. The sand ripples with movement. Dozens of antlion larvae, smaller but equally hungry, sensing the vibrations of a grounded giant. They approach slowly, patiently. The Hornet senses movement. It lifts off, too late. 3 mandibles clamp onto its remaining wing. Another pair seizes its leg. A fourth locks onto its thorax. The Hornet screams, a sound like tearing metal. It tries to sting, but the attackers are too many, too small, too fast. Venom sprays blindly, killing one attacker, 2, but more replace them. The Hornet is pulled down into a pit it did not see. Sand closes over it. Survivors emerge from nowhere. There are no survivors, but the desert remembers. Locals call the region the Screaming Sands. They warn travelers, never approach the funnels. Something lives beneath. Something that drops stones from the sky. Something that killed the unkillable. Scientists examine the crater weeks later. They find 2 massive carapaces, half buried, intertwined. They cannot explain the size. They cannot explain the species. The findings are classified. The desert returns to silence. New funnels form. New traps await. And every night, when the wind dies and the sand goes still, the dunes whisper. Listen closely. You can hear them feeding.